Students, welcome to my class on quantum mechanics. The Broglie hypothesis of dual nature of matter. In 1924, Louis de Broglie put forward a hypothesis that associated with every moving particle, there is a wave whose wavelength is given by the equation lambda is equal to h by p, where h is the Planck's constant, and p is the momentum of the particle. That is, if a particle of mass m is moving with a velocity v, we know that its momentum p will be equal to mass into velocity, or m into v, where m is the mass and v is the velocity. And also Planck's constant is a constant having a value 6.624 into 10 raised to minus 34 joule seconds. So, according to the Broglie hypothesis, associated with every moving particle, there is a wave whose wavelength is given by the equation lambda is equal to h by p, or lambda is equal to h by mv. Here we can see that the wavelength is related to the particle nature of momentum through this equation. Lambda is equal to h by mv. You can also see that how this equation can be derived. You know that Einstein's mass energy relation is E is equal to mc square, where m is the mass and c is the velocity of light. And also we know that if a photon is having a frequency nu, then energy will be equal to E is equal to h nu. So on equating these two equations, we will get mc square is equal to h nu, or mc is equal to h nu by c. What is nu by c? Nu by, or frequency, by velocity will be equal to 1 by wavelength, or this is equal to h by lambda, or mc is mass into velocity, which will be equal to the momentum. From this we will get the equation lambda is equal to h by p. This is the wavelength of a particle, or wavelength of a wave associated with a particle having a momentum p, where p is equal to mass into velocity, and if m is the mass of the particle and v is the velocity, then momentum will be equal to m into v, or mass into velocity. We can also write this equation in another form, that is p is equal to, from this equation you can see that p is equal to h by lambda. We will divide and multiply this with 2 pi, that is h by 2 pi into 2 pi by lambda, dividing and multiplying by 2 pi. This will be equal to h by 2 pi, we can write it as equal to h cut. This h cut means h by 2 pi. Planck's constant divided by 2 pi can be represented as h cut, and 2 pi by lambda, as you know, is the wave vector. K is the wave vector. So momentum p will be equal to h cut k. This is also a mathematical representation of Louis de Broglie hypothesis of dual nature of matter. Momentum p, which is the nature of a particle, or which is a characteristic of a particle, is related to characteristic of wave, which is the wave vector through this equation. P is equal to h cut k. So the mathematical representation is lambda equal to h by p, or p is equal to h cut k. The particle nature is connected to the wave nature through these equations. Now we will see what will be the wavelength of an electron if it is accelerated through a potential difference of capital V. We will find out the wavelength of an electron. You can see what will be the wavelength of an electron if it is accelerated through a potential difference of capital V. If the electron is having a mass m and velocity small v, what will be the kinetic energy of the electron? Kinetic energy will be equal to half m v square. Then if it is accelerated through a potential difference of capital V, what will be the potential energy? That will be equal to small e into v, where small e is the charge of electron. We can equate these two. Kinetic energy will always be equal to the potential energy. So here this is half into mv square, half into mv square. So here mv square is equal to 2ev, or you can multiply on both sides by an m square, v square will be equal to 2mev, or mv will be equal to root of 2me into capital V, 2m into capital V. And capital V is the potential difference through which the electron is accelerated. So mv is the momentum. So according to de Broglie hypothesis, the wavelength associated with this electron which is accelerated through a potential difference of V will be equal to lambda is equal to h by p. Instead of p you can write root of 2mev, root of 2mev, where h is the Planck's constant, small m is the mass of electron, and E is the charge of electron, and capital V is the potential difference through which this electron is accelerated. In this equation you can see that there are many constants. H is a constant having value 6.624 into 10 raised to minus 34 joule per second. Then mass of electron is a constant 9.1 into 10 raised to minus 31 kilogram. Then charge of electron also is a constant. So substituting all these constants, we will get the value of lambda as lambda will be equal to root of 150 by V Armstrong unit. Armstrong unit is 10 raised to minus 10 meter. So this, putting all the constant values, substituting for all the constants, we will get the value as lambda equal to root of 150 by capital V, where V is the potential difference through which the electron is accelerated, or this will also be equal to 12.24 by root V Armstrong unit. This is the wavelength of an electron which is accelerated through a potential difference of capital V. Thus, we can say that if a particle is moving, if a particle having mass m and v is small, moving with a small velocity, moving with a velocity small v, then the particle will be, there will be a wave associated with the particle whose wavelength will be equal to lambda equal to h by p, where p is the momentum of the particle, or p will be equal to h cut of k, h cut into k, where k is the wave vector of the wave associated with the particle. That is, if a particle having mass m is moving with the velocity v, a wave is also moving with the particle. Associated with the waves, there are, associated with matter, there are waves. These waves are known as matter waves. These waves are also known as matter waves or de Broglie waves. These waves are also known as de Broglie waves. The waves associated with moving particle are known as matter waves or de Broglie waves. Thank you.